right, Travel Cafe. You don't have to pay attention if you don't want to. We'd like it if you did. That's all right. There's so much good here happening in this Travel Cafe. Out at the 66th Annual Ford Boat Sport and Travel Show, Champions Pavilion. What did your mom say? Nothing good happens after 3 o'clock in the afternoon or something like that? Well, maybe it wasn't 3 o'clock in the afternoon because all good things are happening in this place after 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It is middle of the day, but we're saving the best for our last here. We're going to get to our guest here in just a second. However, I want to already tease you because coming up at 4 o'clock, one of the most recognizable, hardest working, distinguished, super consummate professionals, legendary, doesn't even do words. Jimmy Houston's going to be sitting here on this stage, and we're going to spend as much time as he'll give us, and God knows that could be a long time if you know Jimmy Houston. Nonetheless, you want to get your cocktails, grab your food, and join us. One of the things about the 66th Annual Ford Boat Sport and Travel Show, we have had vendors, the Renfro production folks have had vendors at this show for almost 40 years in a row. And this is one of those guests that I couldn't be more proud to bring to you. Jim Grandt, it's nice to have you here. Facebook Live, Indy Sports Show Live. 37 years you've been coming to this show.
Yep, I'm very, very proud to say I've been here 37 years. I came, was introduced when Harry Renfro was here. I know Kevin and his team very well. They're great friends of mine, and I just can't say enough about this great show.
Well, it's a common theme when you sit here on the couch and you see folks like you. Nobody says anything different because they're consummate professionals. But you bring a very unique opportunity here. There's a lot of folks over in Tackletown. It's crowded. It's been crowded all week long. It's a long show. But Grandt Custom Rods, what you do at Grandt Industries, there's a reason you've been coming back for 37 years. You build a damn good product. Tell us about why you're here and what you do.
Well, the main thing that separates us from a lot of other companies, we are very proud to build our products right in the USA. We employ a lot of vets, United States vets, wrap our rods with us, and I've been doing this for 37 years, and just everything that we do is lifetime warranted, made in USA, and we take a lot of pride in our product.
Well, you're one of the longest, maybe the longest running manufacturer in the industry. Is that still true?
Yep. I'm the longest running manufacturer with never been sold. So it's an awesome feeling. I love Indy. I love how the Renfros put this show on, and we have such a great following of clientele here. We look forward to seeing everybody every year.
Well, if we gave awards for the best looking glasses, you would win. I'm a big fan of your glasses. I've already told you that. But you build, as beautiful as your glasses are, you build a beautiful rod, because each one of those is technically a custom-made rod. You ask a lot of questions when people show up at Grandt's Rods. What do you try to put in their hands?
Well, first thing we ask them is what kind of fishing they do, what type of lures they use, if they live bait fish, if they're getting into different techniques. We want to know if they're drop shotting, Ned rigging, spider rigging. We take a lot of pride, and we take the time with our very experienced staff of pro staffers. Each one of them is specific according to what type of fishing presentation they need. And if somebody just wants to go out and catch bluegills and crappies, we make sure that they're either using the right floats. We really take the time to get the people the right rod that they need.
Well, you saw some of the role that was playing there while you were talking about your rods, and I already said they're gorgeous, but they're truly a piece. One thing that stands out that not many manufacturers, if any, can say, no questions asked, you break a rod, you get a new one.
Yep, we haven't changed our warranty in 37 years, and that's a staple that we love to tout with our company.
You're a legendary figure in your own right, because not only you've been the longest running manufacturer and all the great things that you've done for fishing and all of those friendships that you've made, you personally are an inductee to the National Freshwater Fishing Hall of Fame a few years ago.
Yeah.
What an honor.
Yeah, I'm very humbled to be part of that. All the different people that I've known through the years, just to be part of that special fraternity of men and women. I can't speak enough how it feels to be part of that.
So we've talked about that, but there may be people that are watching Facebook Live or watch this later, sitting in here enjoying their cocktails. What is the Freshwater Fishing Hall of Fame?
It's a recognition of people that have gone far overboard on.
Pardon the pun.
Yeah, right. Just about all the different things, raising money for youth, supporting the youth, supporting programs all the way across the country. Lot of people, not just a very small, minute area, but for your whole lifetime. This is a large lifetime achievement.
Well, we've had many people that have sat in this seat this year, last year, who have been inductees. We've had some brand new inductees, and I know one is near and dear to your heart, and I want to talk about this for a second. We kicked off this Facebook Live today with one of the nicest men in the fishing world. Outdoor Life called him one of the top 10 anglers on the planet, and that was Tommy Scarless. And Tommy sat here, and he's this year's inductee. And I know you've been really close to him over the years. I've heard you in conversations anecdotally saying, if I ever do anything, Tommy's the first guy I go to with whatever venture you're going to. Why is that?
Tommy is just a very special person. He represents the brand of all the different companies he represents to the fullest. You know, Tommy is just you talk to him for 2 minutes and you can't get a better leader in the industry. And I'm just proud that he was inducted into the Freshwater Fishing Hall of Fame. He's a great part of this fraternity. I've hired him several times with different organizations that I work with, and I'm very proud to be his really dear friend.
Well, you were an awful dear friend because you brought him over here and escorted him, and you just saw some role play here. We're going to talk about what that was all about just a little bit ago over in the Blue Ribbon Pavilion over in the Tackletown area. But, you know, Tommy's fallen on some hard times, and by gosh, his faith, his family, his friends, his sponsors, everybody's rallied around Tommy, and he said, I embrace what I've been given because that's a cross I have to bear, and he just wants to make other people aware and be better people. He wants to change people through fishing.
Yes, he does, and Tommy's fallen on some hard times, but, you know, if you ask Tommy, and we're dear friends, but if you ask Tommy, that's his new normal. He just puts it in perspective. This is where I'm at. This is my new normal. And gosh, you know, we just can't do enough for people like that.
So if we have the opportunity, if they can roll that again, because you were up there on stage just a little bit ago. It's kind of an impromptu thing.
Right.
Kevin Renfro came here this morning and said, you know what? I think we've got 6 actual inductees or new inductees to the Freshwater Fishing Hall of Fame. Let's get them all up on stage, and the guys ran over there, and here it is. What a crowd of people, and you got to MC that just a little bit. What'd you say?
Wow, you know, I basically thanked everybody for being there because without Harry Renfro starting this all up and all these people coming to these shows and everybody, their knowledge of fishing, I can't tell you how many hundreds of years of knowledge there. Jimmy Houston and Larry Nixon, Spence Petros, our newest inductee, you know, with Tommy Scarless. What an honor for me to be on the stage with these guys. I'm still so humbled that I just can't believe it. Dan Gapin, Bob Arani, you know, the list goes on. But that's the stuff you see at the Freshwater Fishing Hall of Fame Museum in Hayward, Wisconsin.
Hayward, Wisconsin. If you're anywhere near Hayward, you need to go up and go through that place. You know, as you sit here today, you provide a service, you provide a tool for the fishermen. And I know, how do you keep coming up with different things to build? You have 11 people that work 7 days a week up in Illinois, outside of Chicago. It's a labor of love, it's a passion, you're still doing it. How do you come up and keep reinventing?
Well, you know, we've got some snakeskin stuff. We put inlay snakeskin on the rods, feathers on the rods. We get all our thread from Germany. I brainstorm a lot. sit down with my wife, Jacqueline, and what can we do to improve our product line, and we want to support the industry now that they've been so good to us. So it's just very important for us to give back to the industry.
You mentioned it once, and I'm going to mention it again because I think it's so important. I've seen an awful lot of veterans in this industry being employed by people like you. That's important to you. All of your employees are veterans. Why?
Because it's time for everybody to take a stand and be one and support our vets, and that's why our vets are here. They're here, they supported us. I'm in a position to have all our vets work for us, and if we grow our business even more, we will hire more vets. They're the best individuals on the planet. My dad was a Normandy guy.
Wow.
And we've made so many rods for so many people, but vets are great people, and they need to be put on a pedestal.
They do indeed, and there's no better place, because I know the Renfro's play, I saw high priority on that. A lot of people have had, we had last week, I think everybody on the couch with me was a veteran in some form or fashion. They've taken that and turned it into a great lifelong vocation, making the outdoors their passion, and they have that spirit of giving back and teaching, and they all know what hard work and sacrifice is. So great employees for your company.
They are. They show up 10 minutes early and they stay 20 minutes late. So.
Well, you are a show promoter. I know you do your own shows in different parts of the Midwest. You've been 37 years as a rod manufacturer. What's left for you to do?
Just keep doing the right thing. Keep my circle clean. Let's all give back a little bit and support people like the Renfro's and other organizations. I just can't say how humbled I am to be part of this and have such a long run.
How do you keep with the mass production and the importation and the constant pressure to have new, better, best, the new phone, the new lure, the new this, the new technology on the boats? How do you keep improving? How do you see the industry, the fishing industry in general, not just rods? Where's the health of the industry?
I think that a lot of these real small people out there that are just making jigs in their basement don't give up on a dream. I never thought that I would grow our business to where it is today. We wound rods one at a time, and I came into the first show here when Harry Renfro was here. I think I had 15 or 20 rods in my booth, and if I could have sold them all,
you probably break 15 rods in this 10-day show over there now.
That's right. So it's just such a, people need to reach out for their dreams, because you never know when they all blossom.
Well, I tell you what, common theme, and I'm a big fan of everybody who sits here and talks about don't quit, perseverance. Our next guest, Jimmy Houston's a big champion of that. My gosh, he has said over and over, just show up and don't quit. And he's going to be with us here in just a little bit. I want to give you the opportunity. Is there anything that I haven't asked you that you would like to tell people?
All I can say is I'm very, very excited to be here in Indy. Indy is such a special place to me because I've been here. I mean, it's the first show that I book every year. When the show circuit's over, Kevin gets my deposit. I'm back for number 38. And
well, you've got a legendary spot over there. Everybody knows where Jim Grandt Rods is.
That's right. We're there, and the Renfro's they're leaders in coming up with new things at shows. And if people are thinking of coming to the show, they need to get in their car and see something special here. And just like your program that you're doing here, what a great addition to the show.
Yeah. Every time we start planning for this show, what are we going to do different? What's different this year? It never ceases to amaze me. They're constantly recreating, and that's what you do. That's what all the best do. That's why you need to come out here to the 66th Annual Ford Boat Sport and Travel Show. It's going to wrap up tomorrow, so you still got opportunities. Much more time left today. Stop by here at the Travel Cafe in the Champions Pavilion. We're going to be here one more big final episode. See, you were kind of the lead-in. You're going to big numbers for Jimmy Houston coming out here real soon. We'd love to have you stop by, get your Stella Artois glass monogram, stop by and have a cocktail, get a great fish sandwich, whatever suits your fancy. It's all here, and we're going to have some more fun. We'll see you coming up at the top of the hour.
what is the best way to reach your customers? Have you tried traditional marketing and fallen short? Use video marketing from NKT Productions. It's effective, economical, and it can be used across multiple devices. Capture your customers where they spend their time most, on TV, websites, email, and social media. Don't miss your chance to show the world how great your business is with video marketing. Experience the power of video marketing through NKT Productions. Meet with one of our experienced media agents to learn more.